Hey there, lovely. It is me, the Stylish Millennial. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. So glad to see you again. Listen, one, Halloween nails. Get into it, yeah. That's not pizza. That's candy corn. The worst candy ever, next to black licorice and those weird orange slices that your grandmama used to eat and my grandmama used to eat. Anyway, Halloween nails, love it. Two, empty spot in my handbag area. Don't know what's going to go there yet. Still don't know. Anyway, today's video is going to be quick and dirty because it's something that's just been kind of ruminating. I've been bouncing it back and forth in my mind for a bit as to why this annoys me so. And I think I've finally narrowed it down. I'm talking about the resurgence of early 2000s fashion. I've touched on it before. There's nothing new under the sun. We know this, we quote this, so it's not a huge surprise that it came back around. But I think there are some I don't want to say troubling, but there are some, I have concerns. And because this is my channel, you're going to hear about them. So here we go. The first thing I noticed about the early aughts, early 2000s style that just annoys me is they're not flattering. That silhouette does not look good on 80% of the population. Like it's very straight, it's very blunt. Like the bandana tops, they're not really working with any curves you have. The jeans are going to swallow you up in excess material, and because they're thicker, heavier denim, they're going to add bulk visually. Like it's not it's not visually pleasing. So the fact that they're like, yeah, this is what we're wearing now, I'm like, oh really? That's the choice we're making? Okay, well, guess it is what it is. Second reason I think I know is my big concern is the last decade, but especially the last 5 years, we've actually seen more strides towards inclusivity. You see plus sizes more readily available. You see petite plus sizes more readily available. You see cuts that were made for the rectangular, tall. I think back at the time they called it like cocaine chic. Think of Kate Moss circa 2004. That was pretty much, if you weren't that shape, you were SOL. So to see the pushing of that silhouette coming back after it feels like we've made strides, not many, but some advancement towards saying, hey, not everyone looks the same, and that's great. We're actually going to factor that into our style now. I'm concerned about any regression that's going to result from that. I'm also worried about the mental impact. Think about how hard it was for those of us that were at the first to go around thinking, oh, I really can't wear this. They legit don't make anything in my size. And having to see your nieces, nephews, cousins, maybe even some of your kids going through that same process when we were so close to finally saying, hey, this store might not have it, but we can go over here because they've actually thought about somebody that's not 5'10" and a half and a size 4. I'm concerned. Here's something else that concerns me. It just kind of popped up while I was preparing my rant for today's video. Those of us that still have those original early 2000s clothes in our closet, I'm not calling you out, but I'm calling you out. That's troublesome for multiple reasons. One, you've held on to this for almost 20 years. Why? You were looking at that stuff back in 2010 saying, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? And you still kept it in your closet. That's a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and surface some things. If you are someone that, you, us, we did, what is, in the early 2000s when you were 14, 16, and you still held on to it, here's why I'm going to tell you to let it go. And here's why. First reason, you're probably not the same weight you were in high school. No tea, no shade. Bodies change. We go through stuff. Not even just having babies, just like different lifestyle changes that maybe we're not built the same. So holding on to stuff that does not serve us, that we can't use now, keeps us stuck in the past and doesn't allow us to transition. I want you to get rid of that because you're probably not going to wear that again. You should not be wearing that again, I should say. Let that go. Point number 2, and these last 2 points are for those that are still the same size or same weight as we were in high school. You're probably not the same composition. Again, no tea, no shade, but things shift, things settle, weight redistributes in sometimes random places. The clothes, even if you're that same weight, it's not going to hang on you the same way it did in 2004, 2006. Again, we're getting stuck in the past. And even though it's trending again, you're trying it on and saying, well, this didn't look like this. I've got the picture that proves it didn't look like this. What's going on? So now you're doubting yourself. You're concerned about you. The problem is not you. The problem is you've held on to these clothes that are no longer you. See, you were a totally different person back then. I know you were. I hope you were. I hope you're a much different person now than you were then. If not, we've got some growing concerns. That's an issue. Reason number 3, and I've harped on this, it keeps us stuck in the past. You're still thinking about what you were and holding on to clothes for who you were then. You're so much more now. You've grown personally, professionally, spiritually. You are deeper and richer now than those Jinko stovepipes and bandana top that you wore the first go round. Anything that's in your closet now needs to be something that's moving you towards not only reflecting where you are inside and out now, but who you're becoming. That mogul, that empire boss, that future nonprofit owner, the next media star. Everything in our closet should be moving us towards that, not regressing us. So those are my thoughts on why I'm so annoyed by seeing this resurgence of early 2000s style. What are your thoughts? Are you here for it? Are you just kind of lukewarm and neutral? Do you hate it with a fiery passion? Drop me a comment, let me know. I am the Stylish Millennial. If you want to work with me, I have virtual styling services as well as in-person styling services if you are in the DFW Metroplex. I will leave my information in the box below. And until then, I will see you next week. Bye.